The subterranean abyss that promises power through endless descent is not merely a dungeon to be cleared for loot and experience, but a profound mirror reflecting the emotional excavation you have been conditioned to avoid in service of surface-level success. And true mastery requires not optimizing builds for solitary domination, but integrating the weight of ancestral memory buried beneath every stratum, until progression becomes an act of radical remembrance rather than extractive conquest. In the Great Depths, Maxim Holms transforms the dungeon crawler LitRPG trope into precise exploration of Lithic sovereignty and embodied accountability, proving liberation isn't found in reaching the core, it's forged in honoring the person beneath the Runeblade, when every system demands you remain weapon. From stone dust and mana hum narration, listeners enter worlds where geology is syntax and presence is the only unbreakable tether, perfect for fans of emotionally intelligent LitRPG, where male vulnerability defies optimizer archetypes. When Runeblade wielder Kaelin Hance descends into the Great Depths expecting tactical validation, he discovers the abyss's resonance mirrors the exact suppression he's endured beneath years of performative efficiency. And fellow delver Alara Thorne's quiet refusal to treat him as mere damage dealer creates space for connection defying party role hierarchy. Navigating collapsing tunnels and buried attractions, Kaelin realizes this descent isn't about accumulation, but recalibration, with Holmes avoiding reducing Kaelin to flawless grinder or Alara to dependent support, instead crafting radical reciprocity within constraint, where trust is earned through honoring boundaries even as danger blurs them. And audiobook narration amplifies this alchemy by capturing Kaelin's disciplined focus fracturing into clarity, and Alara's guarded intensity revealing warmth beneath vigilance, making listeners feel seismic shifts of souls learning some depths can only be navigated when you stop letting metrics define their worth. What elevates this beyond typical dungeon crawler fare is portraying subterranean intimacy as somatic practice rather than gamified spectacle, with Kaelin confronting how adventurer culture equated worth with throughput, while Alara creates sanctuary where his contradictions exist without diminishment, their relationship evolving through shared silences during campfire rests bypassing performance, rhythms protecting both operational integrity and psychological safety, and mutual defense against guilds mistaking tenderness for inefficiency, supported by fellow delvers encoding suppressed trauma, elders carrying intergenerational weight, and the earth itself absorbing centuries of unspoken bargains, reinforcing that in extraction-based systems, tenderness toward process is technique and presence is sustainable resource, with skill trees mirroring emotional integration, and rune inscriptions becoming metaphors for earned trust. For audiobook listeners, this production is immersive descent into sacred excavation, with narrators embodying Kaelin and Alara with remarkable distinction, sound design anchoring existential stakes through distant rockfalls, rain against cavern ceilings, and hushed breath syncing with moments of clarity, pacing mirroring geological cadence from deliberate reflection to surging awakenings, ultimately redefining dungeon crawler LitRPG by centering male emotional labor within Lithic frameworks, and affirming that sometimes the most powerful act is choosing to dig slowly, honoring whole self even in landscapes shaped by pressure.